people, and happy Tuesday. Just dropping in. If it's dark, y'all, I'm in here in my room. I gotta cut my light off, but I'll cut it on in a second. But I just wanted to drop in to say hey to you all. I hope you all have been having an amazing day so far. My day has been going well. Feeling a little yucky right now. Uh, I trying to find this daggum cord to plug my lamp up. Hey Toya, y'all hold on 1 second. I gotta put this down and find my daggum cord. I'm here, y'all. I'm coming. I'm trying to hook up this doggone lamp. Oh shit. Eyes are coming, y'all. Eyes are coming. Toya. I was trying to hook up this doggone lamp because I was back here in my room, child, in the dog. Mm-hmm. Back here in the dog, baby. My niece up there watching the Temptations, singing every song, child. I feel like I'm in an old people concert. Yes, ma'am. What been up with you, Toy? I know you glad to have had the day off. I wish I was. Got to go up until Saturday, baby. But it's nothing hard. That lady just be about to drive me crazy. Yeah, me too. Hey, Jack, how are you? Jack, make sure you hit that like button and the sub button for me, please. And thank you. It will greatly be appreciated. And welcome. Yes, I like it too. But I ain't finna. She keep rewinding and singing and dancing and all of that jazz. But let her enjoy herself, honey. But other than that, I hope you all have had an amazing day. My day was okay, but I'm kind of feeling a little yucky right now. Jack, I'm feeling a little yucky right now because today was actually my shot day. So, it's got my stomach a little queasy, but other than that, I'm okay. Hey, Nina, how are you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Did y'all have a good Labor Day? Did you grill? Did you cook? Did you chill? Oh, Jack, I'm gonna be now tomorrow. It only does that on the first day. But tomorrow I will be absolutely okay. It's just the first day that you take your shot, you just feel yucky. And you see Miss Cherry down in the chat, she does as well. I think we all have that effect when we first take the shot. But tomorrow, um, I'll be absolutely okay. Am I fancy? I wouldn't say fancy. I'm just a regular smegular girl. Okay, tell your mom happy birthday. I know it rained. Well, it rained really bad yesterday. But I was glad my sister got through cooking, and I actually did mine Sunday night when the sun went down. And baby, I sat out there on the porch and drunk them beers, baby, and was feeling good. And was out there working and twerking and grilling. Hi, Miss Miranda, how are you? I am doing well. I am doing well. Need to be cleaning my room up. Jack, how old are you, baby? That's what I'm saying. How old is Jack, honey? Because, Jack, if you a child, you going to have to fall back, baby. And you asking me, do I play games? No. Hey, Lillian, welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit the like button and the sub button for me, please, and thank you. It will greatly be appreciated. Um, Now I'm trying to see what's up with Jack in these games. What kind of games are you talking about playing? Where are you from, Jack? Yeah, I'm trying to see what kind of game Jack talking about do I play. You can't tell me. Why not? Yeah. Toya, you better leave me alone, gal. Yes, ma'am, baby. Y'all see my slippers I got from Sheen. I had them on when I laid across this bed. I just took them off. Thank you, Lillian. Bye, Jack. You should have been there. And you sitting there talking about you can't tell me where you live, where you from, and do I play games? You bye bye. See you later. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. But other than that, you laughing at me, Miss Lydia. Hi, Andy. How are you? Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Make sure you hit the like button and then slide over there and hit the sub button for me, please, and thank you. It will greatly be appreciated. Oh, Toya. Now I play a lot of games with your daddy. Bye, Miss Lillian. I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Baby, these folks a mess. Do you hear me? Want to come on with that troll and stuff? I just, I don't be want to be bothered with that, babe. Miss Miranda, what you been up to? I ain't seen you in a minute. I know that's right. Life is most definitely lifing for all of us. Babe, I'm gonna go around there to the bar and I'm finna hold everybody in that motherfucker hostage. Excuse, I'm just kidding now, YouTube. Don't do nothing now. Yes, life is most definitely life and for everybody. And I do mean everybody. Yes, girl, yes, for real. You know, Miss Miranda, Miss Cherry, y'all not by y'allself, baby. Life is hitting all of us. Some more than others. Miss Miranda, nowhere. I ain't going nowhere tonight. I feel kind of yucky today. You know, I missed my shot yesterday because I was drinking and I didn't want to take it yesterday, but I took it today and it got my stomach feeling a little queasy. Um, so, hopefully, I've been drinking a little ginger ale and hopefully it'll get better. I ain't, no, baby, my children gonna be saying, who effing with my mama? And they gonna be down the ride. Especially that girl of mine. He ain't got zero understanding when it come to her mama. Miss Moran, let me see. I was over there Friday with my friend, and y'all believe it or not, I've been on my best behavior. I have not been cutting up anymore. I have walked past my ex and his woman without saying anything, without giving them any reactions or doing anything like that. So I deserve a gold sticker and most definitely a pat on the back because I have put my big girl pants on and I could see and don't see and I walk past like ain't nobody looking and ain't nobody there. So yeah, I can honestly say that I have been doing good in that regards to him and that lady. So, but I was there Friday, but I was there with my friend. So I'm getting better. As the day passes, yes. Now the Ruffles lady is out. He went and got her, Miss Miranda. He went and got that lady, but the other one is still locked up for some whatever charges she had. She's still locked up, baby. Yes, ma'am. But that's the best place for her. That's the best place for her, cause baby, if she had a jumped in my face again, Miss Randall, she was finna be in the ICU. She was gonna be in the ICU, baby. Go get that what? Woo-hoo. Yes, but people lie. Not only men, but women too. People lie. I just, Miss Miranda, baby, I ain't got to practice cussing. Cause I can say some words and they get worse when I get to drinking them bills. I will throw some words you ain't never heard before. Surely will, baby. I will say some words ain't nobody ever heard before. Hey, 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 beautiful people, and happy Tuesday. Uh, Make sure you hit the like button as you come in, and then slide over there and hit that sub button for me. It will greatly be appreciated. And to all of you guys that are in the bushes, drop down and say something to your girl. I would most definitely say something back. But if you are a child, go to bed. We ain't got nothing to talk about. But yes, ma'am, Miss Miranda. Yes, ma'am. And let me tell you about this low down dirty dog. Oh, my ex baby had the nerve. When I left from over there, uh, had the nerve to tell my friend, I don't know what you think you got going on with her, but you better end that right now. The audacity. And my friend told him, baby, I ain't worried about none of that. So, it is what it is. And I want all the smoke, baby. Jack, let me tell you something now. You on here dealing with a grown lady. Now we not gonna play these games tonight. If you are a kid, if you are a child, if you're not over 21, then you need to exit the chat. We not doing this tonight. Matter of fact, I'm gonna help you out. Yes, baby. Ain't nobody got time to play with these folks. I don't feel like playing tonight. I told you to hit the road, Jack, and don't come back, and you came back. Oh, not you. Yes, Miss Miranda. Yes. And not you, baby. Especially when I get to drinking. Baby, I could say some words you ain't never heard of. Yes, ma'am, baby. Yes. Oh, yes, ma'am, Miss Miranda. I tell you, baby, if you drink you a bill one day or a mixed drink, and I know you don't drink, Miss Miranda, baby, them words gonna flow frequently. Cause baby, when they was over there bothering me at that bar, they heard some cuss words, honey, and didn't care nothing about it. You make me mad. That ain't all you gonna get. Cuss words and a couple of fists too. Yes, Miss Miranda, baby, let me tell you, I been a cusser. Yes, Lord, I been a cusser, baby. Yes, honey, I been whooping them down in front of them. Yeah, but it's just like you don't when you go out, Miss Cherry, or you go out, Toya, you don't go out with the intentions of getting into it with anyone, with anybody. But if somebody steps to you in the wrong way, then you're going to handle yourself accordingly. And that's what, I was doing. And I just feel like, why be mad at me? You should be mad at the person that caused all of this. Now, if you want to brawl, you want to roll over some tables, you want to knock over some chairs, we most definitely can do it. Yes, ma'am, Toya. Baby, I whooped her ass all the way in the bathroom. One thing I ain't gonna do is disrespect nobody, but you not gonna disrespect me either. And you put your hands on me, I'm most definitely gonna put my hands back on you a couple of times. But each thing that we go through, and a lot of us have gone through situations, but they just be learning lessons. And this one for me was a big one. It was a big one, and I ain't gonna lie and say it didn't hurt. It didn't bother me, cause baby, it like took me down like the Titanic. Yes, Miss Miranda, the Lord, I know the Lord's still working on me. Mm-hmm. The Lord's still working on me. But the Lord said, try him and not me. The Lord say, try him and not me. Yes, girl, I'll tell anybody. That nigga, oh, no, I ain't gonna say that N. That N word was a straight up dog that was humping on everybody. Miss Miranda, sometimes, let me tell you something, and I'm being perfectly honest with you. Sometimes turning the other cheek, it works sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta pop out, Miss Miranda, and let a mother know you ain't playing. No. Mm-mm. 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 See, that's what I was trying to do when that lady stepped to me. Round there, up and putting her hand in my face. I was trying to turn the other cheek and say, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Put your hand in my face. Don't do that. That's what you call turning the other cheek. That's what you call turning the other cheek. But then when you go to do it again, I got to see about you now. I'm going to have to see about you. Because clearly you're ill. But Miss Miranda, when turning the other cheek don't work for you, you just going to have to pop out and let them know you ain't playing. And you say what you mean, and you mean what you say, and be done with it. And it's just straight like that. And I don't care who it is. Say what you mean what you say, stand on it, and be done with it. Baby, we are. Shh. Who's not better to tell you than me? Look what that. I would have never expected that man to do that to me. Sometimes, the decisions that we have to make, Miss Miranda, they be hard decisions. But we gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta stand on what's right. You gotta stand on what's right. And if somebody ain't Miss, why you going in the corner, Miss Miranda? It's just, some people are just, some people just don't care. Don't care. When they know a person, sometimes when people have good hearts, sometimes having a good heart can be a downfall. Um, I'm super duper humble, right? Got a good heart, very laid back and quiet in real life. But sometimes people will absolutely, I was just going to say it, sometimes people will absolutely take your kindness for weakness. Just because I'm quiet and laid back and try to treat people the way I want to be treated and not disrespect people, not do this, not do that. Don't you dare think for 1 minute if you bag me in a corner, I ain't coming out swinging. Because the devil is a lie every day. Hey, 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 beautiful people. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button for me, please. And thank you. It will greatly be appreciated. And once you hit that like button, slide over there and hit that sub button if you haven't done so already. That will be appreciated as well. And it's also helping me with my goal to get it monetized. So please and thank you all again. And to those of you who are in the bushes, drop down and say something to your girl. I will most definitely say something back. I'm most definitely not scared. Thank you, Miss Grace. Thank you so much. But yes, Miss Miranda, I'm gonna tell you now. Don't you? Sometimes having a good heart can be I know. Because I have told y'all, that's one thing about me. I'm going to be honest and transparent about the things that go on with me. I have no problem telling you. But in real life, I'm telling y'all, I'm so quiet and laid back and so reserved about myself. I would have never dreamed that that man was doing nothing like that. But I'm kind of glad that it all came out like it did. I'm glad it unfolded like it did. Because if it hadn't, this stuff would have still been going on. So I'm kind of glad everything went the way that it did, because if it didn't, it would have still been going on. Miss Miranda, you know the situation about the guy coming home catching the coach in his house. And I just replay that over and over in my mind. Now, if I would have stayed in this, what if that was me? What if that was me? What if I was caught up in a situation like that? So that's what I just be, letting that play over and over in my mind. And I'm glad I just bowed out gracefully. I really am. Because trouble is so easy to get into, but it's hard as hell to get out of. Now, we get on here, Toya, Miss Miranda, Cherry, Miss Grace, you new, but welcome. Um, we get on here and we laugh, we cut up, and act a fool. But when it's time to get down to some real talk, we gonna get down to some real talk. Uh, But Miss Miranda, you absolutely just say what you mean and mean what you say, and you stand on that. Don't let nobody make you feel no kind of way. You just, and baby, I ain't talking about with no. You don't have to even put your hand. Speak your mind. Speak your mind, and it's gonna be exactly that. And then if speaking your mind don't help, call me and I can be on the I-10 by 10. Because we put up with a lot. As women, and some men do too, but as women, we put up with a lot of stuff we don't have to be bothered with. That's the thing. We put up with a lot of stuff we don't even have to be bothered with. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. And I just said, baby, no more. No more. I ain't putting up with nobody's nothing no more. And it is what it is. Yeah, they have. They have. They have. And it's just absolutely. And then, Miss Miranda, look how. Let me tell you. Have you heard about um two girls? This just happened the other day, the day before yesterday. Two girls got into an altercation about a car. Uh, they got into a little tussle, a brawl about a car over on the other side of town. So, unbeknownst to this girl that went over to visit one of the girls that was in the altercation, had one even at their house 45 minutes. The other person that was involved in it, I guess, went and told somebody. Somebody came back and did a drive-by and killed the girl that had just got over there, didn't have nothing to do with the altercation. Killed that girl, and she wasn't even over there 30 to 45 minutes and lost her life behind somebody else getting into an altercation. And I just get up and I thank God that I was able to just walk away from that situation because somebody could have gotten hurt with all this fight because you never know what a person is thinking. Yes, Miss Grace, yes. Yes, she didn't even have nothing to do with the altercation that these two girls had. She was only there to visit somebody else. And soon as she got in there and got in the house and sat down, somebody came and did a drive-by on the house and shot in there and killed that girl. That girl lost her life for nothing. And I just say, Lord, I'm just so glad that He gave me the thought to want to get out of the situation that I was in. Because had I not, the same thing would have happened. And I can say it now, but it was already spoke to me. It was already spoken to me that something was going to go on. So I knew to get away from that. Not as of yet. They haven't. They haven't. The last I heard today, they hadn't. And I was like, Lord, this girl had kids. Uh, and it's just sad. And I was just, me and my little lady was talking about today, and her neighbor. We was talking about it today. How back in the day, when we were kids growing up, how we used to get into fights with people, with other kids, and then maybe 30 to 45 minutes later, you're friends again. And growing up into middle age, not middle age, but middle school years and high school years, we would get into fights and then turn around and be friends again with people. But now you can't even argue with nobody, or they'll be ready to end your life for no reason over an argument. Over an argument. Baby, let me close this door because she thinks she at the Temptation concert. And the world has gotten to be so sad, like, um, and it's just so much be happening that it makes you afraid to want to go out and want to be around people. Then it makes you scared to put your trust in people, because this young man, that what that situation happened with the coach. He had been with his girlfriend for X amount of years, and I'm pretty sure he didn't think that he going to work to provide and take care of her and him, that she was doing this. And my thought process is, your boyfriend, husband, whoever work at night, were you that hot and bothered that you would invite somebody in your home, not knowing if he was going to come home early, or anything could happen. Anything could happen. So it just makes me question uh, her thought process. But a lot of people, a lot of these young folks, and a lot of these old folks too, love drama like that. I can't get into it. I can't rock with it. If I'm dealing with you, and if I was in a situation like that and I'm dealing with you, uh uh most definitely, if I know you with somebody or you got somebody, now this hypothetical now, I wouldn't dare come in your house. Because if I had a husband or a man living with me, you not coming up in my house, period. We ain't even finna do that. And if we that hot and bothered, and you just got to be touching on my body because I'm so hot, you better take me to the Motel 8. Well, ain't that's where they leave the light on for you, Toya. You that hot and bothered, you better take me to a room, brother, because you not coming up in my house, period. And you can't be nice, Miss Grace. You can't. You can't. It just make you just don't hear nothing good on the news anymore. And it does make you scared to do anything out of fear. It really does. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Now that and then the coach had a wife and children. This girl was like 20 some years old, and this man was almost 40. What you what in the world? What in the world was going on with that? I feel if you was that hot and bothered, or if you wanted to get your freak on or whatever, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to nobody, but if you wanted to get your freak on, you should have took your butt home to your wife. You should have went home to your wife. You had no business being in them folks' house and know that that girl had somebody living with her. And I'm being honest, Miss Miranda. I'm gonna tell the truth about the situation. I'm just gonna be honest. He had no business being in them people's house. And don't get me wrong, I hate that he had to lose his life. I really hate that, because I don't want to see nobody leave like. But if you was that baby, I'd have told her, you can meet me somewhere or we can go somewhere, but I'm not coming in your house. Cause you not gonna come in mine. But these men, they don't think with the top head, they think with the bottom one. And these young girls ain't thinking at all. They not thinking at all. They just want to bump and grind and grind and bump, and that's it. And half of them out here jumping from bed to bed with these different folks ain't even got common sense. You ain't gonna tell me that girl had common sense. Because if you did, that man would have not been in your house. I don't care what time the guy got off from work. And my husband, when my husband was living, he worked at night. He did. He worked every night. And sometimes got off at 1 and 2 in the morning. But you thought somebody was gonna be when he got home, somebody was gonna be in the house, in the bed. If it was one of my children. But wasn't no another man finna be in the bed. And my husband coming home and baby, it'd have been World War III. And while the war was going on, I've been trying to get somewhere. Yes. They said he back with her. Said he back with the ain't no way. But Miss Miranda, you know I told y'all the story about my son, my oldest son. Ain't no way I'd have been with her. Ain't no way. Ain't no. She couldn't have told me nothing. She couldn't have told me nothing. And that's the God. She couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me it was raining outside and I need to get an umbrella. Cause you got that, she got that, and as a mother to a son, if that was my boy, and you'd have got out and talking about you finna get back with her, baby, all kind of frying pans finna be flying. Baby, I'm finna throw everything, including the kitchen sink. You got to have more sense than this. And it is sad. It is truly sad. It is truly, truly sad. And I hate it. I hate it. And I promise you, I don't like I don't want to see nobody get their life ended. But that right there could have been avoided. That whole situation could have been avoided. It really could have. It really and truly could have been avoided. It really and truly could have been avoided. And I hate it all the way around. It is. It is. And then some people, I'm thinking it is. But then I heard a guy doing something saying that it was a crime of passion. But my thing is, once he got out, if I'm not, if I heard it correctly, once he got out, he was on Facebook Live talking about it, what happened, and that he knew that the girl uh, was messing around or something. And I'm saying, Lord, do anybody around the boy, any friends or family around this young man got good sense? Cause he messing himself up on Facebook Live talking about it. You don't need to be on Facebook Live explaining nothing to these folks. Cause when you go stand in front of that judge, all these folks you explaining to on the live, ain't none of them gonna be with you. Ain't none of them gonna go down with you. Or however it's gonna turn out. So I'm saying, Lord, do anybody got good sense to tell him he need to get off of this live? Why is you on here explaining stuff to these people? You didn't need to talk to nobody but two people, in my opinion. That's God and your lawyer. Facebook Live could have kissed my grits. You only need to talk to two people, in my opinion, and that's God, number one, and your lawyer, number two. Baby, and I'm talking about I was on here doing a whole live, talking about it. He been knew she was missing. Baby, I wouldn't have been on there explaining nothing to no live or nothing. Okay, Miss Grace, have an amazing night. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Have a good night. But yes, ooh, Lord have mercy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I said, Lord, what is wrong with these folks? What is wrong with these people? You would have thought that Miss Moran, and he was on there, and then you probably can go on there and look. He was on there just talking down. Yeah, I been knew he was sleeping with her, and I been knew she was. I said, what in the world is he doing? What is he doing? He don't know what he doing, baby. He not helping himself. He hurting himself. And I mean, he just on there just a talking, just a rambling on, just a talking. I said, Lord, the Lord. Mm, mm, mm. I just don't understand it, but I pray everything works out for him. I really do. But that was so crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, 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 and yes. Yes, ma'am, Miss Miranda. They have them looking at, they go through your social media and everything. They it most definitely do. They really do. People don't believe it, but it's true. They do. They really do. Yes. But I'm going to come back in a little while, Miss Miranda. I have to throw this regular phone on the charger, but I will most definitely come back so we can finish this conversation. So I will be back in a little while. Thank y'all for tuning in.